which we are starting is chapter number 7, the temperate zone. In the previous term, we discussed about the different temperature zones. So our planet Earth has 3 different temperature zones, which is divided on the basis of the temperature: the torrid zone, the temperate zone, and the frigid zone. Torrid zone is the hottest zone, temperate zone is the mild, whereas the frigid zone is the coldest zone. So firstly we will discuss about the temperate zone. We will discuss about the location. So the temperate zone is located between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the north and Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle in the south. So this is the North Pole and this is the South Pole. Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle. This is the line equator, right? So the area between Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle in south में जो Tropic of Capricorn और Antarctic Circle के बीच का जो region है, this region is the temperate region. ये है temperate region. And in the north side में Tropic of Cancer और Arctic Circle का region, ये वाला जो region है, this region is the temperate region. North में Tropic of Cancer और Arctic Circle के बीच में, and in the south in between Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle. So these are the places where the temperate zone or the temperate region lies. Now talking about the things, about the lifestyle, about the various, about the nature, environment of the temperate zone. So the temperate zone has mainly grasslands. Now what are grasslands? A large area of open land covered with wild grass. बहुत सारी खुली एक जगह जो कि wild grasses से completely भरी हुई है. So a large open area covered with wild grass. एक जगह जहाँ land पे दूर दूर तक सिर्फ grass ही grass है. That area is known as grasslands. Now grassland covers 1/3 Earth's surface. Earth का जो total surface है, ये Earth का total surface है, इसका 1/3. अगर Earth को हम 3 हिस्सों में divide करें, तो जो एक हिस्सा है वो पूरा किससे है? grassland से भरा हुआ है. So the one part, if we divide the Earth into 3 parts like this, if we divide it into 3 parts, so this one part is completely covered with grassland. This means the 1/3 part. तो जो Earth का 1/3 part है वो Earth का वो grassland से भरा हुआ है. Now the different types of grassland: prairies, 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 and steppes, STEPPES, steppes and prairies. They both are found in the north region, whereas the pampas, 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 belt, 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 savannas, 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 and downs, DOWNS, downs. They all are found in the south. So pampas and steppes are in the north, while these rest are in the south zone. So the prairies is found in the North America. Steppes is North America. Steppes is found in Russia. Pampas is found in South America. Belt in South Africa. Savannas in Africa, and the downs in the Australia. So the prairies is found in the North America. Prairies North America. Steppes Russia. Pampas South America. Belt South Africa. Savannas in the Africa, and downs in the Australia. So this was about the introduction of the temperate zone found माइल्ड क्लाइमेट, काफी माइल्ड क्लाइमेट है टेम्परेट जोन पे. सो नाउ वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द temperature as well as the climate of the temperate zone. So in summers the climate is very warm. तो जो summers है उसमें climate काफी warm है, sunny days होते हैं, so it's a very mild. And in winters the environment or the climate is very cold. जैसे हमारे यहाँ summers में बहुत ज़्यादा धूप होती है, गर्मी होती है, और फिर winters में बहुत ज़्यादा ठंड होती है. वहाँ क्या है, एक माइल्ड सा टेम्परेचर है, वार्म हल्का सा, मतलब इतनी ज़्यादा गर्मी नहीं होती, गर्मी होती है वहाँ पे पर ज़्यादा नहीं, और ठंड भी जो है वो ठीक ठाक सी होती है, ज़्यादा नहीं होती. वहाँ पर विंटर्स में स्नोफॉल इज वेरी कॉमन. वहाँ पे स्नोफॉल जो है वो बहुत कॉमन है. सर्दियों में उनके स्नोफॉल जो है वो होती रहती है. So now talking about the average temperature. Average temperature it ranges from 5 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. The temperature of the temperate zone ranges from 5 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. जो temperature है 5 डिग्री सेल्सियस से 20 डिग्री सेल्सियस के बीच में होता है. समर्स में 15 to 20 डिग्री सेल्सियस और विंटर्स में 5 to 10 डिग्री सेल्सियस. So this was about the climate, the temperature. Now talking about the plant life. Plant life in the temperate zone, mainly grasses and some flowers are found. Tall trees, they are very rarely found. As we have discussed that the temperate zone is covered with grasslands. उनकी जो land है वो grass से covered है, so they have grasslands. Therefore वहाँ पे grasses हैं और थोड़े से flowers भी हैं. Now talking about the two grasslands, prairies and steppes. Now the length or the height of the grass depends on the rainfall. जितनी ज़्यादा बारिश होगी उतना tall grass, जितनी कम बारिश होगी उतना छोटा. So in prairies receives heavy rainfall. Therefore the grass is very tall. Prairies में बहुत तेज बारिश होती है, ज़्यादा बारिश होती है, इसी वजह से वहाँ पे जो grass है वो काफी tall है. Whereas in steppes it receives less rainfall. Therefore the grasses are very short. स्टेपेस में जो ग्रासेस पाए जाते हैं उनकी जो लेंथ या हाइट है वो काफ़ी छोटी होती है. क्यों? क्योंकि वहाँ पे रेनफॉल जो है वो बहुत कम होती है. इवन इन द प्लांट लाइफ आल्सो जो कलर है प्लांट का इट आल्सो वेरीज फ्रॉम सीजन्स टू सीजन्स. इवन ये प्लांट ग्रासेस का जो कलर्स है वो भी सीजन्स के साथ चेंज होता है. समर्स में कोई और कलर, ऑटम या विंटर में डिफरेंट कलर्स. लाइक स्प्रिंग सीजन में काफ़ी ब्राइट ग्रीन लीव्स होंगी, और जैसे ऑटम आएगा, ठीक है, उनका कलर जो है वो ब्राउन, ऑरेंज, रेड ऐसे चेंज होता जाएगा. सो द क्लाइमेट वार्म इन समर्स एंड कोल्ड इन विंटर्स. टेम्परेचर ranges 5 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. Grasses and flowers are mainly found in the temperate zone. Prairies have tall grass because of the heavy rainfall, whereas steppes have short grass due to less rainfall. The next which we are going to discuss is wildlife. We have discussed about the climate and the plant life of the temperate zone. Now we will discuss about the wildlife, the animals which are found in the temperate zone. So the animals are divided into various categories: the grazing animals, burrowing, and the predators. Grazing animals such as deer and gazelle which eat normally grass. Burrowing animals, the animals which burrow deep inside the soil and live there, like mice and jackrabbits. ये soil में burrow बना के वहाँ पे रहते हैं. Then predators. Predators are those animals which attack on other animals. So predators are those animals which attack on other animals. जो एनिमल्स दूसरे एनिमल्स पे अटैक करते हैं और उन्हें खाते हैं उनको हम प्रीडेटर्स बोलते हैं. PREDATORS, predators. Snakes, we all know snakes that they hunt or they attack on other animals. Then grizzly bears are the special kind of bears which are only found in the temperate region, and they hunt and eat the other animals. So grazing animals, deer and gazelle, burrowing animals like mice, jackrabbits, and predators like snake and grizzly bears. Even the grassland, we know the African savanna, the savanna grassland which is found in Africa. It is home to various animals like elephants, lions, then giraffes, zebras, and other various animals. Even the grassland of Australia. Now, which grassland was found in Australia? The Downs. The koalas, kangaroos, the national animal of Australia, kangaroo. They are found in the down grassland of Australia. So there are different animals which either they adapt themselves or they live in the temperate zone. We all know temperate zone have a very mild climate, and there are a lot of grasslands also. Now talking about the human impact. In human impact, we will discuss about the lifestyle. जो लोग हैं उनका क्या lifestyle है, वो कैसे रहते हैं. Prairie is the grassland which is found in the northern hemisphere, which is found in the North America. So prairie is Prairies. Prairies is the grassland which is found in North America, which is known as granary of the world. Granary, granary of the world. Now, why it is known as granary of the world? Prairies को granary of the world क्यों कहते हैं? रीजन ये है कि जितनी भी हमारी क्रॉप्स हैं, जैसे कि wheat, राइस, मेज, ओट्स, बार्ले, ये सारी जो क्रॉप्स हैं उनकी जो सबसे मेन कल्टीवेशन है या सबसे ज्यादा कल्टीवेशन जो है वो प्रेरिस में होती है. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड ग्रैनरी ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. जहां पर जितने भी सीरियल क्रॉप्स हैं, जितने भी सीरियल की क्रॉप्स हैं, उनकी कल्टीवेशन होती है. दैट इज व्हाई द प्रेरिस इज कॉल्ड एज ग्रैनरी ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. Now the human people, the people who live in the temperate zone, they have very different occupations. Beef cattle rearing, livestock rearing, cereal farming and dairy farming. Now what is the meaning of beef cattle rearing? Beef cattle rearing का मतलब है कि beef and cattle, they are two different animals. इन animals की जो है देखभाल की जाती है, ख्याल रखा जाता है और उनके बाद इनका जो मीट है उसको यूज किया जाता है फूड पर्पसेस के लिए. दैट इज बीफ कैटल रेयरिंग. नाउ लाइवस्टॉक फार्मिंग में जो है, जो हमारे काउज हैं, बफलोज हैं, शीप, गोट, इन सब एनिमल्स की का ख्याल रखा जाता है. उनके जो प्रोडक्ट्स हैं जैसे कि मिल्क, काउ से, शीप से वूल, बफलो से मिल्क, इन चीज़ों को जो है यूज किया जाता है फॉर डेली लिविंग पर्पसेस के लिए. सेल किया जाता है मार्केट में, चाहे मीट है, वूल है, मिल्क है. देन द सीरियल फार्मिंग मीन्स द एग्रीकल्चर. जो सीरियल क्रॉप्स हैं हमारी, जैसे कि व्हीट, राइस, मेज, ओट्स, बार्ले. So the people cultivate or they grow crops like wheat and rice. Therefore, it is called as cereal farming. Next is dairy farming. Dairy farming means the dairy products, production of milk, cheese, butter, ghee, the products which can be made from milk or the dairy products. The production of such products or is collectively known as dairy farming. Beef cattle rearing means the production of meat from the beef and cattle. Livestock farming, the production of milk, wool, or various other necessities from the animals. Cereal farming, growing the cash crops or the cereal crops like wheat and rice. Dairy farming means the production of dairy products which help the people in living in the temperate zone to live easily. So these are the main occupation which is worked by the people living in temperate zone. Temperate zone have a very mild climate. The temperature ranges from 5 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. Mainly grasslands are found like prairies, downs, steppes, veld, etc. Plant life, it depends on the rainfall. Heavy rainfall then tall trees, they are found in prairies. In steppes, there is less rainfall, therefore the length of the plants is very short. Different type of animals are found. Wide variety of animals you can see in the temperate zone, and the human people do occupations like beef cattle, livestock, cereal and dairy farming for their livelihood. Good morning students. So the next chapter which we are starting is the frigid zone. The frigid zone, F-R-I-G-I-D, frigid zone. So the frigid zone is also known as the polar climate zone. The frigid zone is also known as the polar climate zone. Now talking about the location of the frigid zone. This is our planet Earth. So this is our planet Earth, and the line which is passing through the center of the planet Earth. जो लाइन अर्थ के सेंटर में से पास कर रही है, it is known as the equator. Now this is the north pole and this is the south pole. Equator, Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle, Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle. So the region which is between the Arctic Circle and North Pole, this region between the Arctic Circle and North Pole in the northern hemisphere, whereas the region between the Antarctic Circle and South Pole in the southern hemisphere. These two regions are known as the frigid zone. So these two regions are known as the frigid zone regions. Here, this portion in the North Pole and this in the South Pole. Now, why it is known as the polar climate zone? We said that frigid zone is also known as the polar climate zone. Why it is called as polar climate zone? What is the reason is that this frigid zone is present near the poles. जो रीजन है फ्रिजिड जोन का वो नॉर्थ पोल और साउथ पोल के बीच का रीजन है. Therefore, the word polar, पोल्स के नजदीक है, इसी वजह से the word polar is used. Polar climate zone. Now talking about the Arctic region. जो रीजन आर्कटिक और नॉर्थ पोल के बीच में है उन्हें हम बोलते हैं आर्कटिक रीजन. Whereas the region which is between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole will be called as Antarctic region. इस region को हम बोलेंगे Antarctic region, right? So the next thing, now the places, the regions or the countries which are found in the Arctic region are Canada, Finland, Greenland, Denmark, Iceland, Norway, then Russian Federation, Sweden, Alaska. There are the other places. Mainly there are Canada, Finland, Greenland, Denmark, Iceland, Norway and the various other countries. Now talking about the climate of the frigid zone. As we all know that frigid zone is located near the poles. Therefore it will be cold, right? So the temperature in the frigid zone is less than 10 degrees Celsius. So the temperature, the average temperature of the frigid zone is less than 10 degrees Celsius and it is covered with ice throughout the year. पूरा जो साल है वो जो है बर्फ से ढका रहता है. आर्कटिक रीजन एंड एंटार्क्टिक रीजन, the frigid zone, it is covered throughout the year completely with ice. And the interesting part about the North Pole and South Pole is if we talk about the poles, the North Pole and South Pole, there is very interesting fact in North Pole and South Pole. During winters, they experience complete darkness, whereas in summers they experience brightness. So this is the amazing fact in the poles, that they experience continuous darkness in winters and then in summers they experience continuous brightness. This is because of the revolution of our revolution and rotation effect. We have discussed about this earlier. So this is the climate that it is completely covered with ice. The average temperature is less than 10 degrees Celsius. Now live in the Arctic region, as we all know that it is a very cold region. So it is very difficult for people to live there. So the native people, the people who live in Arctic region, they live in nomadic life. Now what means nomadic? They keep moving from one place to another, we have discussed, and they survive by hunting. Hunting means that they kill other animals and they hunt other animals for their survival. So native people live a nomadic life. They move from one place to another in search of food, and they hunt animals for the food. So the frigid zone is known as the polar climate zone. Arctic region between the Arctic Circle and North Pole. Antarctic region between Antarctic Circle and South Pole. Canada, Finland, Greenland, etc. are the regions or the countries which are found in Arctic region. Average temperature is less than 10 degrees Celsius. Native people, they live a nomadic life, and the region is completely covered with ice throughout the year. The next which we are going to discuss about the Antarctic region. We have discussed about the Arctic region, and now we will discuss about the Antarctic region. Antarctic, Antarctic region. The region or the places which are near the South Pole and Antarctic Circle, they are known as Arctic region, or the place which is between the South Pole and the Antarctic Circle. So the Antarctic region is covered with thick ice. As we all know that the places near the pole, they have a very cold temperature. Therefore, the temperature is very, its average temperature is less than 10 degrees Celsius. So as the temperature is very low, therefore the water freezes and it becomes ice. Antarctic region has various oceans, and sometimes the ice or sometimes the temperature is so freezing that the layer of ice becomes 4 kilometer deep. 4 किलोमीटर डीप, 4 किलोमीटर डीप जो है वो एक मोटी लेयर बन जाती है आइस की। इतनी ज़्यादा ठंड एंटार्क्टिक रीजन में पड़ती है, इतनी ज़्यादा ठंड पड़ती है, पानी जो है वो फ्रीज होकर बर्फ बन जाता है, और जितना भी समुद्र का पानी है वो सारा भी फ्रीज होकर इतनी मोटी जो है 4 किलोमीटर, लाइक 4 किलोमीटर डीप जो है, इतनी गहराई तक पानी जम जाता है, बर्फ बन जाता है। So this was about the Antarctic region. Talking about the oceans or about the life in the oceans. So the oceans of the Antarctic region are comprising of small fishes to whales. छोटी से छोटी fish से लेके from small fishes to the largest living mammal on the earth, whale. All kind of animals, different type of species of animals are found in the oceans of Antarctic region. छोटी से छोटी फिश से लेके बड़ी सी व्हेल तक के जितने भी एनिमल्स हैं, they all are found in the oceans of the Antarctic region. Now talking about the land, the animals which are found in land. Usually the polar bears, they have thick fur which help them or which protect them from the harsh rays or the harsh sunlight. But the emperor penguin, now the emperor penguin, EMPEROR, emperor penguins. Emperor penguins is the largest breed of penguins on planet Earth. planet Earth में, Earth के planet पे जो सबसे बड़ा penguin है, that is emperor penguin. They are the largest. It is the largest species of penguins which are found on planet Earth. So emperor penguins are found. They are only found in the Antarctic region. And then the people who live in Antarctic region, as we all know, the climate is very harsh. The temperature is minus degrees, or it is less than even 10 degrees Celsius. So it is very difficult for people to live there. Antarctic region is much more freezing, and therefore only scientists live there for the experiments. the scientists who wants to do different kind of experiments, only they live there and they also live temporarily. साइंटिस्ट जो है वो अपनी रिसर्च के लिए, अपने एक्सपेरिमेंट्स के लिए ही एंटार्क्टिक रीजन में रहते हैं, और वो भी सिर्फ थोड़े समय के लिए, ज़्यादा समय के लिए वो भी वहाँ नहीं रह सकते। जितनी देर साइंटिस्ट की रिसर्च चलती है या उनका एक्सपेरिमेंट चलता है, सिर्फ उतनी देर के लिए ही साइंटिस्ट जो है वो एंटार्क्टिक रीजन में रहते हैं। नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट द क्लाइमेट ऑफ द एंटार्क्टिक रीजन, so this is sun and this is our planet earth. The rays of the sun, जो sun rays है वो poles पे, this is north pole and this is south pole. The poles of the planet earth, north pole and the south pole, they receive slanting rays. जो sun से sunlight आती है या sun rays आती है वो slanting ray में आती है, ऐसे टेढ़ी आती है। इस वजह से जो poles है नॉर्थ पोल और साउथ पोल, वहाँ पे जो है इनफ सन रेज जो है वो नहीं पहुँचती। द सन रेज विच रीच द पोल्स, द नॉर्थ पोल एंड साउथ पोल इज वेरी लेस एंड इट इज नॉट इनफ टू मेल्ट द वाटर और टू वार्म द क्लाइमेट, देयरफॉर द क्लाइमेट इज वेरी कोल्ड इन द एंटार्क्टिक रीजन। एंटार्क्टिक रीजन पोल्स की तरफ जो सन रेज है वो ऐसी टेढ़ी आ रही है, स्लैंटिंग आ रही है, इसी वजह से वहाँ पे सनलाइट का, सनरेज का इतना इफेक्ट नहीं होता, जिससे टेम्परेचर जो है या क्लाइमेट जो है वो थोड़ा वार्म हो सके। इसीलिए वहाँ जो भी टेम्परेचर है, क्लाइमेट है, वो सब ठंडा है। सो टॉकिंग अबाउट द टेम्परेचर, इन विंटर्स इट इज -68 डिग्री सेल्सियस एंड इन समर्स इट रेंज फ्रॉम 3 to 12 डिग्री सेल्सियस। जो टेम्परेचर रेंज है विंटर्स में, जो टेम्परेचर है नियर पोल्स, it goes down to -68 डिग्री सेल्सियस, यानी कि माइनस में 68 डिग्री सेल्सियस, तो कितना ज़्यादा ठंडा होगा। 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस पर तो पानी भी जो है वो जम के बर्फ हो जाता है। सो यू कैन इमेजिन व्हाट इज -68 डिग्री सेल्सियस। तो इन समर द टेम्परेचर इज 3 to 12 डिग्री सेल्सियस। हमारे यहाँ प्लेन एरियाज में समर्स में कितनी ज़्यादा गर्मी हो जाती है, टेम्परेचर जो है 40-45 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे पहुंच जाता है, जबकि समर्स में और विंटर्स में जो टेम्परेचर है वो 20s में आ जाता है, 20 डिग्री, 19 और 18 डिग्री। और जितना टेम्परेचर हम लोगों का विंटर में नहीं होता, उससे भी कम जो टेम्परेचर है वो पोलर रीजन में समर्स में होता है, 3 to 12 डिग्री सेल्सियस। सो द टेम्परेचर रेंज इन समर्स इज 3 to 12 डिग्री सेल्सियस। नाउ नेक्स्ट the important thing, and even if we talk about the climate is very contrasting in the north and south poles. अगर north pole में winters है, if there is winters in north pole, then at south pole there will be summer, right? And if अगर north pole में winters है तो साउथ पोल में समर्स होगी, और अगर साउथ पोल पे विंटर्स है तो समर जो है जो नॉर्थ पोल है वहाँ पे समर्स होगी। दे हैव कॉन्ट्रास्ट, एक दूसरे के काफी टेढ़े हैं, मतलब एक दूसरे से उलट जो है इनके मौसम होते हैं। इफ नॉर्थ पोल इज एक्सपीरियंसिंग विंटर, देन साउथ पोल विल एक्सपीरियंस समर। इफ साउथ पोल इज एक्सपीरियंसिंग विंटर, देन नॉर्थ पोल विल एक्सपीरियंस समर। They are completely contrasting. Now talking about the main or the natural or the, we can say the magnificent natural effect or the magnificent or the very, we can say एक अलग सी जो चीज है वो है ऑरोरा, AURORA, ऑरोरा, AURORA, aurora. Now what is the meaning of aurora? It is the natural display of bright light. What happens? The places near the poles, places which are near the poles or the places which are a little cold in temperature, they have aurora, a natural display of bright light. अरोरा में क्या होता है कि जो आसमान होता है, आसमान में अलग अलग तरह की जो ब्राइट लाइट्स हैं वो प्रेजेंट होती हैं, जैसे कि ग्रीन कलर, रेड कलर और पिंक कलर में ऑरोरा बोरेलिस जो है होता है, और ऑरोरा ऑस्ट्रेलिस। बोरेलिस होता है नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर के लिए, नॉर्थ पोल में जितने भी आसमान, जैसे रात को स्काई जो है वो डार्क होता है, राइट, अंधेरा होता है, बट ऑरोरा बोरेलिस या ऑरोरा ऑस्ट्रेलिस, ऑरोरा जहाँ होता है वहाँ आसमान में अलग अलग रंगों की लाइट्स होती हैं, ग्रीन कलर, रेड कलर, येलो कलर, इनके पिंक कलर, तो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कलर्स की जो लाइट है वो आसमान में होती है, नेचुरल डिस्प्ले ऑफ लाइट, ब्राइट लाइट इज नोन एज ऑरोरा। ऑरोरा बोरेलिस हम कहेंगे जो लाइट का डिस्प्ले नॉर्थ पोल में होगा ऑरोरा बोरेलिस, और जिनका साउथ में होगा, जिनका नॉर्थ बोरेलिस BOREALIS बोरेलिस, एंड जिनका साउथ पोल में होगा ऑस्ट्रेलिस AUSTRALIS ऑस्ट्रेलिस, Aurora borealis and Aurora australis. So this was the frigid zones, Antarctic region, covered with thick ice, fishes from small fishes to whales. Largest penguin is found, emperor penguin. Scientists live there temporarily. Temperature ranges in winters is -68°C, whereas in summers 3 to 12°C. And Aurora borealis and australis are also seen in the Antarctic. The next which we are discussing is the plant life. So we have discussed about the frigid zone, the climate, the habitat and the other things. Now we will discuss about the plant life, wildlife and human life. As the temperature in the frigid zone is very cold, तो frigid zone का temperature है वो काफ़ी ठंडा है, and even it is completely covered with ice throughout the year, so plant life is hardly seen. Plant life जो है वो बहुत मुश्किल से वहाँ देखने को मिलती है, but समर के कुछ महीने जब जो आइस है वो मेल्ट हो जाती है, during few months of summer when the ice melts, these are the few plants which are seen. Moss, 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 lichens, 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 cranberries, 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 blueberries, BLUEBERRIES. These are the plants which are usually seen in the frigid zone. Otherwise, the frigid zone is completely covered with ice throughout the year. Now, talking about the wildlife. As the climate is very harsh in the frigid zone, therefore it is very difficult for animals as well as humans to survive in such a climate. Therefore, there are few animals which have adapted themselves to live in such a harsh and difficult climate. Now, how they have adapted? So they have adapted. The animals in the frigid zone have adapted themselves to live in the harsh climate of the frigid zone. How they have adapted? They have inbuilt or they have grown a thick fur layer, a coat, we can say, or we can say a layer. अभी फ्रिजिड जोन का जो क्लाइमेट है वो बहुत ज़्यादा हार्श है, बहुत ज़्यादा ठंडा टेम्परेचर है, बहुत सारे एनिमल्स जो हैं वो वहाँ नहीं रह सकते, इतनी ठंड है वहाँ पे, माइनस में टेम्परेचर चला जाता है, टेम्परेचर इतना कम है, तो कुछ एनिमल्स जैसे कि पेंगुइन्स, पोलर बियर्स, ग्रीन बियर्स, इन्होंने क्या किया है, दे हैव ग्रोन अ थिक फर. जैसे हम फर वाले कोट पहनते हैं सर्दियों में, फर वाले कपड़े पहनते हैं, जस्ट लाइक दैट, इसी तरह से उनके पास एक थिक फर की लेयर है. वो जो थिक फर की लेयर है वो उन्हें प्रोटेक्ट करती है ठंड से, वो उन्हें प्रोटेक्ट करती है harsh climate से, वो उन्हें warm provide करती है. So this thick fur layer protect them from the cold climate as well as they give them warmth and they give them heat and protect them from outside environment. Now the next is talking about the human life. Humans वहाँ कैसे रहते हैं? The temperature is very harsh, we all know, and we also know that even people, it's very difficult for human life to exist in that zone. So even some scientists, they live temporarily. जो कुछ scientists हैं वो भी वहाँ temporarily ही रहते हैं. Reason क्या है कि temperature बहुत ज़्यादा ठंडा है, तो इसी वजह से people who live there, or we can say they are known as Inuit, or we can say Eskimos. जो कुछ लोग जिन्होंने खुद को अडेप्ट कर लिया है, the people who have adapted themselves to live in the frigid zone are known as Inuits, I-N-U-I-T-S, Inuits, or they are known as Eskimos, E-S-K-I-M-O-S, Eskimos. Earlier people used to make blocks of ice. पहले क्या करते थे लोग, ब्लॉक्स बना लेते थे आइस के, ठीक है, एक उन ब्लॉक्स से आगे वो घर बना लेते थे, जैसे आइस का एक ब्लॉक यहाँ, एक ब्लॉक यहाँ, एक ब्लॉक यहाँ, जैसे हम लोग बनाते हैं ना सैंड का महल सा बना लेते हैं मिट्टी से, just like that they used to make homes with the blocks of ice, which is known as igloos. Igloos means to make something with blocks of ice. आइस के ब्लॉक से वो लोग अपना घर बनाते थे, which was earlier known as igloos, I-G-L-O-O-S, igloos. And now the igloos have been replaced by wooden houses. अब वहाँ पे लोगों ने wooden के houses बना लिए हैं. The main occupation of वहाँ पे जो लोग रहते थे उनका main occupation क्या है, hunting. अब जैसे वहाँ लोग ही इतने कम रहते हैं, इतने ज़्यादा लोग ही नहीं रहते, साइंटिस्ट भी वहाँ सिर्फ अपनी रिसर्च करने के लिए रहते हैं, इस वजह से वहाँ पर जो रोज़मर्रा की डेली की चीज़ें हैं वो भी इतना इजीली अवेलेबल नहीं है. इसी वजह से द पीपल, जो भी लोग वहाँ रहते हैं, एस्किमोस, इनुइट्स, जो भी वहाँ रहते हैं, उनके जो सर्वाइवल का मेन ऑक्यूपेशन है दैट इज हंटिंग. They hunt other animals, they kill other animals for their survival and they eat them as a food. वो दूसरे animals को मार के